All right, lately, I've been hearing a lot of people talk trash on faith. You know, and it seems to be that anything we don't have, we hate. It's like math, how it equates that hate equals pain multiplied by fear divided by faith. Because our fate is to hate the shit that we missed out on, even when it was a direct result of our own lateness. And instead of then trying to speed up what our pace is, we remain complacent. It's as if we've been conditioned to settle for less while internally our souls eternally yearn for greatness. We are not born with, we learn hesitation. We're kept distracted and more concerned with fake shit. I feel hungry, so I stay paper chasing these Benjamin faces, when the reality is I'm spiritually malnourished and barely have sturdy legs to race with. Man, we're like drugged up lab rats in mazes. I think it's time we raise the stakes and rise up to claim our God-given places. We need a rebirth of what was started in the 60s with that free love movement. The world watched as an entire generation embraced it. But the threat of no war meant no more money for nations, so the older generation erased it with tools like the Vietnam and Cold War and the threat of nuclear devastation. With no thought of their grandchildren's damnation, the men in power began to lock us down in what has been 50 years of fear-based enslavement. Now, I personally believe that I purchased my freedom when I voted Obama, but I'm still wondering where the fuck my change is. Now wait, I haven't even painted a proper example for your brains yet. Look, officer, if you just let me explain it. I put a little spray paint on the pavement to artistically express some of the rage I keep caged in. I didn't deface shit. This abstract alphabetic tag just reads what my pseudonym is. It does not represent or claim a clique, but all he sees is another young man with a spray can in his hand, and to him it's all the same shit. So what am I gonna do, cut my ear off for you to respect, frame, and save this? You know, 200 years from now, I could be famous. People will be looking at my artwork like, yeah, man, he was crazy, but this shit is amazing. No, for now, I remain a handcuffed, rough, tough, troubled youth trapped in a society that's not even sure if I'm worth saving. And the thought alone of what Medicare would have me paying these days makes me sick daily. So what? I used to self-medicate, put a little booze in my belly, shoot dope up my arm to make my seemingly already dim future more hazy. But you have to understand, at that time, I didn't even know if my yellow brick road was worth paving. And today, living above the influence, I wonder, what am I gonna do? Grow old, working 60 to 80 hours a week just to try to save a mortgage I could never afford to keep paying? When manifest destiny seems like it's just an engraving on a plaque in a museum somewhere collecting dust and decaying. Because meanwhile, I'm working my fingers to dust and I can't even manifest enough cash to keep these debt collectors off my doorstep while my kids are in the front yard playing. And when the bank says foreclosed, I can't ignore what they're saying. And at the same time, I try to grow and go against the mold because it seems like everyone I know is complaining. And then I catch myself up here in front of y'all on the mic ranting and raving, and I'm suddenly reminded of my first point. That whole faith thing. Because when I was a little boy, my mom told me, Devin, no matter how good or bad life gets, the only thing you can ever really do is keep praying. That's all I'm saying.